We still have great comedy out there. There's always rambling Joe Biden. What the fuck? Joe says shit that even people with Tourette's go, no. No. What is going on? Joe is like your uncle who's on a new drug and hasn't got the dosage right.
I know, as a majority of schools, a majority, 6%, 6%. Well, I'm good. Look, is to just decide to divide the country. I thought many okay. How about it happens and nobody. And by the way, in country. I mean, Vice President put and has been continued to be rebuild what is the vast majority, the overwhelming majority being sent back, are being sent back. Thousands, tens of thousands who have been sent back, sent home. Their willingness, but there's 5,000 beds be immediately available. 5,000 beds, all be going back. Filibuster. You know, when I came to the United States Senate 120 years ago, and that is that like the right to vote, like the basic right to vote. As you observed, I'm going to say something outrageous. So the best way to get something done, if it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to, anyway, we're going to get a lot done. Okay, hang on. Sorry. Oh, sing me. But it's not my expertise. Let me get here. Okay. Well, look. I was in Mom. And if we're in consultation, I say, with our allies and partners, and how to proceed. The leader, quote, in Afghanistan and Kabul, and we meet. How's that done? I can't picture that being the case. Okay, I have all my chief folks have gone down. I don't know, to be clear. And rolling back from them, I make no apology for that. I make no apologies for that. I make no apologies for it. And so I make no apologies for that. We're consulting with our allies and partners, and there will be, we will respond accordingly. Okay, hang on a second here. Kristen, it's sick. It's sick. The folks out and the elect voters, my predecessor. Oh God, I miss it. We're working with the House on how our ability to do that. I would like elected Republican support, electoral support from Republican voters. Well, okay, where am I here? Let me see. Successful electoral politics is the art of the possible. Let's figure out how we can get this done and move in the direction in the last 20 years. I answered your question. I don't even think about it. I have no idea. I have no idea. Do you? I know you don't have to answer my question, but I mean, do you? I mean, look, I want to change the paradigm. I want to change the paradigm. I want to change the paradigm. That people who are making, if you're a husband and wife, a school teacher, and a cop, I'm concerned, look, they built America, and unions built them. It's to me, it's about just getting out there, putting one foot in front of the other, being able to make sure that they go to bed not staring at the ceiling like my dad did, wondering whether these are basic things. Basic things. Share that same view, that same sense of what is what's appropriate. Well, look, they're each specifically legitimate questions, but they only touch So I spent hours upon hours with him alone with an interpreter, my interpreter and his, going into great detail, in very, very straightforward, in an ever complex world. So we had a 2-hour conversation for 2 hours, telling our people. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to, shortly after this, which is fine. We've been going close to an hour. I'm happy to go longer, but I'm going to invite an alliance of democracy. And so, in order to deal with these things, follow the rules. Follow the rules. And the third thing, and the thing that I said Mr. President, as I've told you before, America value, and make it clear what's happening. I made it clear that we're all on the same page. All on the same page. Look, consequence. Will there be middle class? Successful presidents better than me is of really good paying jobs. Really good paying jobs. What's the closest access to an interstate highway? How far am I from freight rail? Is the water available? Is enough water available for me? We have somewhere, I asked the staff to write it down for me, and they did, not for this, but for a longer discussion. We have somewhere in terms of infrastructure. What are we doing? And by the way, so I just find it frustrating. You talk about, last point I'll make in the infrastructure, and I apologize for spending more time on it, but is that if you think about it, it's the place, really good jobs for people. But we can't build back to what they used to be. We have to build, the global warming's already done significant damage. The roads that used to be above the water level didn't have to worry about where the drainage ditch was. Now you got to rebuild them 3 feet higher, because it's not going to go back to what it was before. Only get worse unless we stop it. There's so much we can do. Look at all the schools. How many schools where the kids can't? How many schools are still in a position? How many schools in America were sending? How many homes, buildings, office complexes? It's amazing. Good jobs. And I think that I got one more question here. And Janet, over 100,000, I mean, 1,000 people out of the Border Patrols. We're in the process of rearranging, and there's ways to do that. There's ways to do that, a little bit like determine, what was your dog's name kind of thing. I'm being a bit facetious, but not really. So I want to do this as quickly. I guarantee that. But I know, you know, that old thing, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. You know as well as I do. You cover it. You have it's not like somebody sitting on a hand-hewn table in Guatemala, I mean, in somewhere in Mexico or in Guadalupe saying, when my great-grandfather got in a coffin ship in the Irish Sea, expectation was he good? So I can't guarantee we're going to solve everything, but I can guarantee we can make everything better. We can make it better. So the vast majority of these children, 70% are 16 years old, 17 years old, and mostly males. Doesn't make it good, bad, or indifferent, but the idea that we have, that's why we got to act. And yesterday, I asked my team, both the director of the two agencies, this is but I'm ready to work with any Republican who wants to help solve the problem or make the situation better. But folks, I'm going. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.